Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gentleman's Conversation, Episode 3. Today, we are talking about Asian life, a very controversial topic. And this is also the debut of Nathan and Sarvinos.
So, there's been a lot of surrounding controversy of Ping Pong Wonton's channel, Nathan's channel, uh our new member. So, so first, everybody has seen this series. This is a very beloved series, and we have found many things inside of this series that could potentially lead to hint new ideas. So, here we go with the trailer.
Yeah, we're just gonna be breaking down like the particular scenes in this. You know, the
So
music is
as we
actually
see,
very. It's a very important
Also,
choice
is this a
here.
watch
So as
party?
we see this beautiful bush that could potentially be Asian. Okay, this is a very momentum change. So
Okay, guys,
keep
as the
in mind.
director and the supreme director of all directing
What
things
bush, bro?
directing of this series, I would like to prove that theory is wrong. That theory is absolutely wrong. So and you're stupid, okay?
Hey,
Try
expand,
to
please.
think of a
Expand,
good one.
expand.
So I told you that the bush was Asian.
I like this
Because
music.
a Asian popped
Shut up!
out
Let him
behind the
expand!
I can't see this dude.
This music goes hard.
You know, I chose this music to show the emotion that is bringing up in the scene. So like, I'll just say.
This particular scene is a very important scene, personally for me, because I was one of the actors. It was very hard to be emotional during the scene since it was very non-emotional.
Sadly, if you're wondering about who the second Indian guy is, he sadly died in a car crash.
Rest in
Uh,
peace.
his two hearts couldn't handle the pressure, so.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace,
Yeah,
Rakesh.
rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
All right. So
Sadly, we won't be seeing him later.
He will not be featured on
so
Gentleman's Conversation.
a brief summary of the trailer is we can see that the protagonist of the story is this Asian child right here. He seems to be very stressed out.
I'd like to point out something here.
Yes?
This shirt, does it have any meaning? Or is it just a shirt
Yes,
that's
yes. Okay. So, when I was directing, right? I wanted to see, like shape what a teen Asian will do, right? What are his hobbies, right? And I was like, that's it. Basketball. And then I made a shirt about basketball and the symbolism about
basketball.
Sham. You want to get kicked or what?
What
Okay,
would
keep
you
going
say
with the interview. Keep
saying
going with the
that-
interview.
Huh?
Keep going, Nathan.
I did. I
What would you
finished.
say?
You finished?
What would
Okay.
you say? I have a question.
Mm.
What would you say
Yeah?
to the people that claim that you're making a generalization about all Asian teens?
I'll
with
say that
basketball?
this was made for comedic purposes, and that's all I'm gonna say.
There was no
If they
harm
can't
behind
handle
it.
it, then they should watch Fuller House or something. I don't know.
As
Okay,
co-producer of
so-
this, no harm was meant.
Great
So,
response.
Sir Nathaniel,
Yeah.
as you can see, you are wearing a mask inside of this scene, while the two other villains aren't. Does this symbolize anything?
No, it was because I
Is
had
this
a
a
really
political message?
bad. No, guys, calm down, okay?
It's just
Guys,
part of
there was
the teen's fashion sense.
yeah, it was the Asian fashion sense. If you ever went to like an Asian place,
Mhm.
all the Asian people have masks, and I wanted to implement that in the film.
Yeah, for me, I would say bravo to the director for pointing out something so meticulous and going into every detail about this. It shows that he's very passionate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aiden, are you guys saying that villains are the ones that don't have their masks on, and the good people are the ones that
No,
wear their
no, no,
masks
we-
and are not
No,
anti-vaxxers?
The reason for this is because we are
I
actually.
think it would be very genius symbolism.
Okay, all I wanted to say to this question is that, uh, no, and masks can be worn by all people. I'm just saying that more Asians wear masks than Indians,
No, no,
as
no. That's
as
not
study
what he meant.
says.
That's not what he meant. That's not what he meant.
Aren't Indian
Aiden,
Asians?
No, that's not what he meant, bro. That's not what he meant.
no, no, Aiden, you need to shut up. I
Nathan,
mean
that
what I
was.
mean.
Okay, okay,
Aiden,
okay.
it was a study. It was a study by a teenager.
Alright.
Okay.
So this is
We need you to
part
cite your
1 of
sources.
Asian life.
Huh? I
And
saw my
as
sources from child labor.
I like your haircut.
and as you
Thank you.
see,
Why are they interrupting my Kuman? I was doing calculus. ABC.
Nathan, I have a question here.
Yes.
Can you repeat what he said?
Huh?
Can you repeat what the late Rakesh said?
Nah, I can't, sadly. I forgot the lines. I have Alzheimer's.
Who is it? Why are they interrupting my Kuman? I was doing calculus. ABC. I will have their blood for this. Let's go.
Can you pause it? Is that meant to be racist?
That's
No,
racist.
that
Are you
was,
saying that all Indians act like monkeys?
That was a decisive choice by the two actors that were playing the two characters. So sadly, Aiden's the racist.
No, that was not my decision.
I have the proof.
But
Where's the
aren't
proof?
you the director? Don't you have
Yeah,
the power
you
to
could
stop them from
you,
making
you had the
monkey
power to
sounds?
stop, but
Well,
you
sadly, I was
it
held
was
at
a test.
gunpoint.
It was a test, bro. It was a test. We were just testing to see if you were
I was
racially.
sadly held at
motivated.
gunpoint. That couldn't do anything. So
So you're saying that you allowed guns onto your set?
yes.
Interesting. Super.
Okay, moving on.
Yes,
Super,
super.
play it.
Yes, super.
I gotta get out of here.
I love the music.
Well, why is this particular music choice? Why has this been chosen? Can you explain?
It sounds like
I heard this music and I was like, man, this should really like show in a really intense scene, you know? It
Are you-
it bumps the heart, you know? So I wanted to use this piece from my classical collection.
yep. That's very beautiful. Good idea. Good insights. We are
Super, play it.
continuing with the video.
Is that run racist?
Huh?
That run.
That
has
run
to-
actually
I'd like
funny.
to propose a question. What was your reason for switching
Super!
from horizontal to vertical filming?
Super,
Oh,
just stay on the
actually-
video, bro.
Actually, at that
Super.
time,
Continue.
we were facing financial issues. So half of the film needed to be recorded on a professional camera, and half of it needed to be recorded on a phone. So that's the reason why some of them are horizontal.
It was on.
I
It was a
see.
budgeted film.
Yes.
A very tight budget.
Can Nathan, can you tell us the budget for this film?
He cannot
About,
disclose that information.
Yeah.
Okay, that's disclosed private information. Okay.
No, it's not disclosed.
God, Rakesh, he's getting away. What are we going to do? Vishnu, don't worry. My Silicon Guru in Mumbai told me to use the power of my mind to travel anywhere you want.
So I have a question about this scene, Aiden. Since you were in this film, so
Yes.
while the late Rakesh was saying this to you, what was going through your mind?
I was trying not to cry because of how emotional it is.
Oh, I see. So it was a very emotional scene inside of the Asian life.
You
right?
know,
Yes.
so one of the reasons why I recruited Rakesh as one of the actors to portray one of my villains is because his past works he is seen as a very nice guy. So I wanted to portray him as a very evil dude that kills little babies. And
Okay.
he really portrayed that role really excellently.
I agree.
I'm-
I have a
I'm-
all
question, I
all
have a
acting
question.
performances in this film are phenomenal.
Yes.
Aiden, I have a
I
question
heard
for
that
you.
Yes,
all of
yes.
this-
Why are you chosen to play Vishnu when Vishnu's supposed to be like an Indian and you're not Indian?
Uh,
Don't you think that's a little bit racist?
yeah.
To be
Shut up.
Are you saying that I can't play other races?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like wondering.
Yeah,
just
I'm saying
inquiring.
that.
It was not a choice of mine. I was randomly assigned this name.
Wow, and you're okay with that?
I mean, Aiden is a Bollywood actor, as I saw in some of his works, so I
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
Good answer. Good
I
answer.
think that this is beautiful. An Indian and Asian wife
Yes, it's a beautiful
It's
thing.
a
A
form
white
of
man
two
playing
other
an Indian
races.
guy.
It's a form of two other races bonding.
bonding
Yes.
together.
Mhm.
I agree. It's very beautiful.
Let's continue on with the video.
Come, sit with me. Meditate with me for a few
You
minutes.
can even see here. I'm trying not to cry.
It's pride.
So emotional.
I only exercise my brain on my legs. Where did it go? Oh my god, that is Vishnu. Never doubt my sacred guru. And
Yeah,
now,
I have a question. I have a question.
please no, don't do this to
Is there plans to cast the sacred guru in the future as an
Actually,
actor?
we started looking far and wide for who can portray the Sekiguru, Guru. But so far I listed down some actors, but nothing that
Nothing that really
it can
it's
like
perfect. It's
per
not the perfect
perfectly like
casting.
in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So still looking.
Dude, bro, what are you outlining with your mouse?
Please, I help you.
The
I can
random
do your
guy.
homework. I can do your homework. I don't calculus. I don't have any calculus. Please. This is what you get for disrespecting us. This is what you get for disrupting my Kuman. You never miss with us, Indians. Bharat. Annagana.
So
Wow, that was beautiful. Okay,
personally,
I
well,
thought that was very
I rate the first episode 2 kumans out of 6 Asian rice. Okay.
okay,
So,
wait. Okay, well, since we are now done with the interview, we would like to delve deeper into some Asian life lore.
Okay.
So, uh, in the second part, which has not been viewed here, Vishnu is on the phone with a man called Dr. Patel. Is there any lore surrounding Dr. Patel? What's his backstory?
Well, his backstory was so Vishnu and Rakesh come from a village in Mumbai, and Dr. Rakesh is a highly pres prestigious doctor there, and he cured cancer, which caused him to get really rich. And all that money corrupted his mind, and now he sells drugs for the Time Lords. So,
Wow. And I asked another question. In part two, which also has not been viewed, um, Rakesh, Rakesh's backstory is shown, right? And he has a very interesting backstory. But where is Vishnu's backstory? Is there going to be an Asian life about Vishnu's backstory, or is
well,
that just a
I've been thinking of making a spin-off of Vishnu's backstory, but I still didn't perfectly lay out the story yet. So maybe or maybe not, they could have a spin-off, but not right
I think the
now.
biggest question that we should be asking here is when are we going to get another Asian life episode?
Well, another Asian life. Well, we've been thinking it ended on a cliffhanger, right? So I've been thinking, should there be a time skip or should it immediately happen right after this one? And if so, I still didn't get a cast in my head for
would
the
do you think any previous Asian life actors other than the main protagonist will be appearing?
what do you mean? Can
Like
you repeat the question?
would there
Will
be
we
like
get any
a
guest cameos?
yeah would there be like a feature of Vishnu in there or not? What do you think?
No, but I no since those characters died, I don't plan on showing them in any future episodes. But there has been some characters that I plan to return in some of my past episodes of Asian Life. So I'm trying to,
Can
return
you
those
disclose
guys.
any information about what's your plans for any future Asian life, or has no plans been made yet?
A very, very, very rough draft has been made where the white people, since at the end of the story, the Asian guy, he went to America, so I wanted to portray white people, right? And then them hating on him, so that's it.
Oh,
Wow.
I think that's a very powerful message about racism.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
does this conclude our interview and gentleman's conversation, or is there any more questions? No more
can
questions.
you give
Okay,
us an estimate on when we're
estimate.
going to get another Asian Life episode? Because you keep saying that there's budget cuts and you keep saying that you haven't written out a plan yet and you don't have a cast. But when will you actually get that cast? The fans are waiting. They need
Well,
answers.
you know, the first two episodes weren't really a flop, so like I could afford new actors. But I'm still looking, you know. There's not
What's the
many
time estimate though? What's the time estimate?
And
uh
what's the time estimate?
let's say maybe like 5 months max. Let's say.
That's not
Five
bad. That's not
months. I
bad.
can't wait that
Five
long.
months?
Yes,
Don't you
you
think
know,
that you should be prioritizing this because your audience is waiting?
well, I
I,
am, but like
can I
there's
disclose my opinion on this? I think
yeah.
making the audience wait a longer time off of a cliffhanger will make them want this
Super,
more.
what am I looking at?
That's why I'm
But
not watching this guy's stream.
don't you
Hey,
think that if the episode ends up being a flop, your audience will be even more angry?
well, that's one of my fears
The,
actually. Like
no,
I
there
hope
is
it
no
doesn't
fear
turn
for
out
that because it's not going to be a flop. It's just going to be amazing no matter what. That's all I can
What is
promise.
making you so confident?
Uh,
well,
this director is the
yeah.
most talented I've ever seen. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean some good directors also have some bad works, but you know,
This is one of the best.
I'm st
This is easily the best director I've ever seen.
there is a cast member that I want to cast as the main villain for the next episode, and
Is
Can
his
you
it
please
name is
disclose who?
his name is Glenn, but he's somewhere out in the wilderness right now, and I think he's dead, so I might have to
Glenn as in
change.
Glenn Ray.
So,
Yes,
do you have any plans on
Jake.
any people like being your sidekick possibly?
Sure.
Uh,
Another
there's a stupid kid that like lives like an hour away from here. I don't know his name, but he's not gonna be a sidekick. I don't plan on having any. Maybe as a successor, but
Oh, a
not any
successor. So
sidekick.
are you implying that you're going to die soon? Your character in the movie is going to die soon?
Most possibly.
Okay.
Okay. Does this conclude our uh gentleman's conversation?
We just watched the first part.
Yeah. The second part's like 30 minutes long.
True.
Yeah. What am I
Okay.
looking?
Thank you everybody for watching this gentleman's conversation. Tomorrow there will also be a gentleman's conversation, so uh be sure to look out. That's it.
Yay.